It's pop culture goddess, and this is a very sad story to report on Shanquella Robinson, but it has to be told. Let's go. When a 25-year-old North Carolina woman died suddenly while vacationing with friends in Mexico last month, the pals told her mom she passed away after drinking too much. They said she wasn't feeling well. She had alcohol poisoning. Shaquella Robinson's mother, Salamandra, told WJCY last week they couldn't get a pulse. Each one of the people that was there with her was telling a different story. But a death certificate obtained by a local outlet reveals that Robinson died from a severe spinal cord injury. Whoa. And atlas luxation, that is a loosening or detachment of her first vertebrae from the base of her skull. When the autopsy came back, they said it didn't have anything to do with alcohol. They said that she had broken her neck and her spine in the back was cracked. She had been beaten. On Tuesday, a blogger in North Carolina published video footage allegedly showing a violent fight between Robinson and the woman. Taken in the moments before Robinson's death, the Daily Beast was unable to confirm the precise origin of the clip, which raises further questions about the circumstances surrounding the young entrepreneur's mysterious death. Quayla, can you at least fight back? At least something. So in other words, you want the video to be, juicy and interesting for you, young man. Instead of you going and trying to pull the ladies apart, you instead videotape the whole entire thing. You videotape a woman's neck and spine being broken on video and left her in this villa. This woman could have been saved by you just pulling them apart, man. An unidentified male voice can be heard saying in the background as a one sided assault continued on as he videotaped it. He videotaped. Mm, mm, mm. The Daily Beast has reached out to the other people on that trip, along with her parents, Salamandra and Bernard, but received no responses. One person there, a 25-year-old Charlotte resident, took to social media, but couldn't answer the deadbeats, huh? Social media to deny any involvement, claiming he didn't arrive until the next day. Let's see something if I can find. He said he didn't arrive until the next day. What's known is that Robinson, who ran a hair braiding business.
It is tragedies like this why I say that you have.
Mm, I wanted to see if I could find it.
No, I gotta go look it up. I'm thinking like, damn, we got stuff to do. ATVs, a boat, dinner. I missed the chefs. I missed everything. Anyways, fuck that. So I'm like, damn, I'm thinking, Quilla, let's get up. I say that in the video. Everybody can hear it. Everybody know. Everybody that know me heard me say the shit. That was my first video when I got there. It was second because I made a video of me pulling up to the villa. But he was cutting up the guy. I tried to get the timestamp for y'all, but that's not gonna work. So I guess the real FBI or whatever had to put those right timelines together. But I'm gonna start with the NCB. That faggot is so stupid and got y'all believing everything. Everything that's wrong. I was not there till the next day. I didn't see a fight. I didn't know it was a fight. I didn't know it was a video. I didn't know they did any harm, anything. I went in there and told her it was alcohol poisoning, so that's what I helped her at. That's what I helped her at. I didn't leave her side. I cut on soft music. Summer Walker rubbing her head till the nurse came in. Yeah, nobody even talked about the nurse. Nobody even said a nurse came. None of this stuff. So I'm really not understanding where this story is coming from and why it's out here like this, because it's wrong. It's wrong. And for y'all to be attacking me, an innocent soul, like I'm really innocent as fuck. I went there to enjoy my.
Shanquella friend tells what he knows.
Quilla get up. I'm thinking like, damn, we got stuff to do. ATVs, a boat.
So you can hear what he got to say, right? That's another one of the other friends that he's claiming he showed up after the fact, y'all. Okay, so I want you to hear what he had to say. Okay. So, what is known is that Robinson, who ran a hair braiding business for children in Charlotte, flew to Cabo, St. Lucas with 6 friends on October 28th to celebrate one of their birthday, according to reports. The group had rented a villa online and planned to stay for a long weekend. Now, Salamandra Robinson told WJZY that Shaquella and her friends stayed in on the night that they arrived, a Friday. A private chef was cooking them dinner, and all seemed well. Now, the next day, Shaquella never called, as she promised. Instead, one of her friends got in touch with the mother and said that a doctor was en route to the villa. The death certificate said that Shaquella had been found unconscious in the living room, but included nothing about no alcohol poisoning, anything about intoxication. None of that was included, which said the doctor who showed up attempted to revive Robinson by performing CPR to no avail. On Tuesday afternoon, a local blogger named Gerald Jackson said he shared a video of the fight with Robinson's mom and dad. How could they do this to my baby? Bernard Robinson said. They all need to be in jail right now in Mexico, and they shouldn't have been able to leave. For her part, Salamandra told WJZY last week, I probably won't be at ease until someone's arrested. However, the State Department has reportedly said Mexican authorities don't believe there are any clear evidence that foul play was involved in Robinson's death. This could be ruled as accidental death if they push it. The rest of the group returned to the U.S. from Mexico, but Robinson's body stayed behind. Her parents reportedly got their daughter's remain back 2 weeks ago after spending also $6,000. No arrest has been made, but more people are becoming outraged with this, as the story circulates, and are calling for the friends to be arrested and returned to Mexico and stand trial. So we'll see as it goes along how it unfolds, because people are definitely calling for them to be returned back to Mexico. They are definitely calling. Okay, they are definitely calling for their return. I don't know. I was trying to get a video up of the mother talking, but I am not, trying to, trying to open stuff up, and next other things start playing. So that's basically where it stands right now with this situation.
I never talked to my child again, and she never made that home.
Robinson's mom, Salamandra, says within 24 hours of her daughter's arrival, she was dead. Figuring out how or why has only added to the family's nightmare. It started with a frantic call from Robinson's friends.
They said she wasn't feeling well. She had alcohol poisoning. They couldn't get her pulse. Each one of the people that was there with her was telling different stories.
It's when the family made calls to the FBI and Mexican authorities that they learned of another potential cause of death.
The autopsy came back. They said it didn't have anything to do with alcohol. Say that she had been, she had a broken neck and her spinal in the back was cracked. She had been beaten.
Salamandra says the entire group came back from Mexico, leaving her daughter's body there. Nearly 2 weeks and $6,000 later, her body is back home. But answers have been hard to come by.
You know, I know that's not going to bring my child back, but I want something done about it.
Queen City News has spoken with officials at the U.S. State Department in Mexico who refute the claim that Robinson was murdered, saying the police's initial indication is that there was no clear evidence of foul play. Here in Charlotte, her family refuses to believe their daughter's death was an accident, and they vow to find the truth of what happened that night in Cabo.
No one told the same story, so I never believed them anyway.
Queen City News obtained Robinson's death certificate, which lists the cause of death as severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation, which is instability in the uppermost vertebrae. In a section where police could have noted any sign of intoxication, it says, person found unconscious on her living room.
They didn't call us to the very last minute. And then on top of that, they said the maid found them.
The group stayed here at Villa Linda 32, a property listed on CaboVillas.com. A rep with the company says the group called the concierge for help Saturday afternoon. The concierge called a doctor who gave CPR. Robinson died at 3 p.m., an estimated 15 minutes after her injury. We obtained a list of 7 guests who signed into the villa. And called list of 7 guests who signed into the villa. And called the phone numbers they left with the company. Some numbers weren't valid.
Please leave your message for.
And others went to voicemail. So the death certificate has a section that reads, was it accidental or violent death? Yes, was typed into that section. So it's still not clear with.
I never talked to my child again.
So it's been listed as violent. As time goes by, we will see what happened with this case. We will see what happened with this case with Shanquella Robinson. I don't see the mom giving up. The mom and father and family, they are going to fight for justice. And so is people in the community that are outraged by this story and outraged by the video, the violence that was in the video, and the fact that that young man did nothing but videotape it. Y'all, I got to go. But let me know in the comments what you think. Don't forget to click subscribe and hit the like button. And y'all take care. Bye.